closed. You can do your own prayers. So either you can keep your palms in Mahamudra like this, or you can keep it like this, based on whatever the culture, belief you have. Keep your eyes closed. Observe the inner silence within you.
Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
So with that beautiful prayers, as all of you know, that when you are in the process of the practice of the yoga, or even any systems of exercising, but more precisely with yoga, because yoga has that very focused entity, it is very important that you need to have a good knowledge on the amount of breath which you are inhaling and exhaling. So when you are able to have more breath, then you will be able to see the oxygenation in your system improves. So in yoga, we have very specific techniques in activating the nostril regions. So in the system, we have something called the yogic health assessments, and we also have the primary interventions of yoga practices. That is to bring your body or certain part of the system to a certain alignment which will make your body's functionality better. What is most important is how is your performance and how is the functionality. When you have your car, you have to ensure that you cannot be always servicing it, right? It has to function perfectly. The performance has to be very good. Same way, you will have to just recollect to yourself and say, how is my function of my body? Number two, and most important, what and how is the performance of yours? Are you feeling lazy? Are you lethargic? Are you active? Are you dynamic? What is the factor disturbing you? Is the health? Is your emotions? Are you too sensitive? Being sensitive is good, but are you too sensitive? Are you too weak? Are you craving for affection? Are you craving for love? These are all indications which shows that the system is weaker. Loving is a very important thing. Care is an important thing. Concern is an important thing. But if you start to demand these from the external factors, it is an indication that your system is weak. That's all. So you have to understand, how are you performing? Are you getting tired? Are you able to work for 12 hours, 14 hours? Then you go into a very proper deep sleep. So in future lessons, we will be teaching you the deep sleep methodology, which is called as the Yoga Nidra. But in today's session, we will give you an intervention where you can make your functionality of the respiratory system more better. So first what you will do, you will have to observe your breath. So just look at me. So each of you all will have some sensitiveness. For say sometimes, for some people the palm is very sensitive, so you can keep it like this. For some people, this elbow region, this region is very sensitive. So you just keep your hand, right hand, just keep it closer to the nostril region, and then you will see there is a breath flow. So from the right nostril, left nostril, there is a breath flow which will touch your skin. Keep your eyes closed, observe it. See whether you are able to observe the temperature. Just see which nostril is functioning. Very important. Is it the right or the left? Some of you all may be able to understand the cubic level. I'll be teaching you all how to measure how much of cubic level of breath you are inhaling and exhaling. And now slowly bring your hands down, keep your eyes closed. Keep your body straight and observe your breath flow. And now slowly open your eyes. Were you, all of you all, able to feel, right, which nostril is working? How many of you all right nostril is working? Just raise your hands. Good. How many of you all left nostril was working? It's good. How many of you all were able to feel the temperature of the breath? That is, breath touches the nostril and you inhale it, there's a temperature. So when this breath touches, it changes. That is the power of your nostril region. We'll explain to you how and why it changes and what is the mechanism in the nostril region. So were you able to feel the temperature, external temperature, when it touches your nostril, there's a change in the nostril, in the breathing process. How many of you all were able to feel that? Good, because it's a process. Huh? So now what you will do is just keep your eyes closed for a few seconds. Observe your breath. See whether the breath, when it enters through the nostril, whether you are able to feel the sensitiveness of the breath. Inner nostril region is one of the most sensitive regions. And see whether you are able to feel the length. It's like a beautiful string. Where you inhale, the breath goes down to a certain level. It may go up to, for certain people, it may go up to respiratory. For certain people, it may go up to the diaphragm. For certain people, it will go up to the navel region. And then when you breathe out, you will see the whole process of the changes. Are you able to feel it? And are you able to feel how much of air is being inhaled? Just observe. Don't come into any calculation. And now, slowly open your eyes. Now on your right hand, your thumb is here. Just keep the thumb over the right nostril. First observe, please observe. Just observe, I'll give you the timings and everything for you to do it. So here you will see a soft part. Here you will see a bony part. So there is a bony part and a soft part. You need to keep it in the soft part. Thumb, soft part, and then you will be rotating it 27 times clockwise. And then you will be doing it anti-clockwise 27 times. Release it. And now when you breathe in, breathe out. And then your same hand, right hand, fourth finger. So thumb, index, middle, fourth finger, or we call it as a ring finger. Use the ring finger and then touch. The same thing here also, the soft region of it, and then start to activate it 27 counts, activate it 27 counts anti-clockwise. So thumb 27, anti-clockwise 27, 27, 27. You finish it because each of you all will have a different speed. You finish it and then observe all the changes. Which nostril is breathing? The temperature. Are you able to feel the air feeling more? Are you having more awareness of the breath? That's all you need to observe. Understood? I'll demonstrate again. Right hand, use the thumb, close it, and then activate it. So you will keep it on one side and then do it. Okay? One pressure and then, so you won't press it, touch it, and then activate it. Clockwise 27, anti-clockwise 27. Then your fourth finger, that is a ring finger, activate it clockwise, anti-clockwise. All of you all understood, please raise your hands up so that it becomes easier. because I need to move into screen. So that is sometimes, that's what sometimes. Shashika, did you understand? You need to keep your palm because you will all will be in different slides. So yes, thank you very much. And now we will do according to the instructions. So keep your spine straight. In your left hand, you can keep Chin Mudra like this, left hand. So in your right hand, take your Chin Mudra again. That is where you bend the second and the third. And now close it. Just touch it. You need to remove your specs. Once you have understood the techniques, please remove your specs. And now keep it. I'll give every instructions. Spine straight, head straight. Keep your head straight. So because you are touching the right side, don't turn your head to the right side. Because if you turn to the right side, then the aspect changes. So keep your head straight and now slowly start rotating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, anti-clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Relax. Keep your eyes closed. And when you all are doing the practices, as these are breathing practices, try to please come closer to the screen so it is easier for me. When you're doing the asanas, you can go back. And now you're going to do the same process on your left. So right hand, you will use your fourth finger, ring finger. Keep it gently. First keep it. And now slowly start rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Continue the practice, Tilani. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Denu, keep your head straight. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, anti-clockwise. Mr. Sunil, please keep your head straight. Tilini, inform your father. 1, 2, 3, head completely straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Relax. Observe the changes. See the breath flow, the sensitiveness. You'll be able to have a more awareness of the temperature. You will feel that more cubic level of breath is being inhaled. So when you're able to feel that inhalation process, don't move any of your body movement, just completely have an observation. When you're able to feel that movement, the respiratory system, the oxygenation process takes place in a greater manner. Keep your hands down and just observe the changes. So this is the, slowly keep your eyes open. How many of you all feel a difference, a progressiveness in your system? Just to raise your palms up. A slight important differences. So sometimes you can touch and see, sometimes you will see that temperature differences you can observe. Bring your palms down. Thank you. So either you will feel the temperature differences and or you will feel the length of the breath and or you will feel the cubic amount of the breath is more. Like this, only in the intervention of this nostril region, there are 7 techniques. Only by activating those 7 techniques itself, any health issues which is related to the respiratory system, headache, migraine, restlessness, all these conditions, asthmatic region, all these things you can easily manage it. So when you are able to do such all that 7 techniques with some other yoga postures, just for 48 days, you will see a tremendous changes, especially those who are finding very difficult with anything deals with breath related issues. So if ever your stamina is going up and down, what is stamina going in? Sometimes you're very energetic, sometimes you feel tired. You have a disturbed sleep, it is because of why? Because of your respiratory system. Because your respiratory system has a lot of connections with the rhythms of your body. So in the future classes, we will be explaining to you all the other practices. Right, slowly, we will do some warm-up practices. Bring your hands in these positions and slowly rotate your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. And now slowly bring your hands in this position. Just inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2. So you need to have this breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, relax. And now slowly straighten your right leg, interlock your fingers, hold the left. Just observe, hold the left, breathe out when you go down, breathe in, come up. If ever you have any balance concern, you can keep your hands on side. So you can keep your hands like this, or you can keep your hands like this. The fingers are interlocked, hold it like this, or hold it like that. So if you feel this is comfortable, slowly start moving. If you feel this is comfortable, slowly start doing it. Start. Now straighten your right leg, left leg is bent, interlock your fingers, keep your hands under the stomach region, and now slowly start moving. 1, 2. When you go down, breathe out. When you come up, breathe in. 3, 4. With the breathing. 5. Go down as much as possible. 6, 7. So the side which the leg is bent only you should do, Tilini, as I showed you. So you will see the leg is bent and that side only you will do. 9, 10, that's right. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just be there down. Be there down. 1. So depending on condition, you want to touch the floor, you can touch the floor. You want to touch the knee, you touch the knee, or just be above the knee region. That's fine. Just be bent. Be there down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mainly, we are not doing the movement. Be there down. Huh? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Slowly come up. And now slowly straighten the other leg. Now straighten the left leg. Interlock your fingers. Keep it under the right. So the right leg is bent. Keep it down. And now slowly start moving forward and backward. You would have turned your body to the sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The other leg is straight too. 8. Yes. Like this. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just be there down. 1. So you will decide how you want to be there down based on your comfortability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly up. And now you will bring your legs crossed in Sukhasana. Now all these terminologies are very comfortable to you. So just relax. So when we are seated, we will sit like this. When you are in the Sukhasana stage 2, you'll be like this. Hold the stomach and then slowly start moving. 1, 2. So you will go down as much as possible. Okay? Now the legs are crossed, but don't force yourself. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, breathe out. 5, 6, 7. So you will be technically holding the navel region. That is what you are doing. You are holding. There is a pressure which is there on your navel region. You are absorbing the navel region. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And now be there down. Just be there down. So either you be there down. It's one of the very good practices for the stomach digestive process and also for the flat stomach. Those who are very health conscious about the beauty and the stomach appearances. Be there down. 1, 2, 3. Normal breathing. Don't force yourself. Always. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Good. So as all of you know, we have a group of advanced instructors, therapists, and practitioners. So we will have to always adjust according to that. Everyone is able to take part in this program and it is going on the way. So this is only for people who have been doing some yoga for some time. You can just always explore. So what you are going to do is you're going to do the same practice. You're going to interlock yourself, see my hand, and then you will come and touch the floor. So don't force yourself. So just see. If you're not able to see the screen, just see. You saw the hand movement, how it came, and now you're going to bring it up like this. Good. All of you all can. Right. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not going to move up and down. You just be there down because already you have done that movement now. So all you need to just observe is whether to see that you are a very good Arunya, you're doing it very good. Chandula, you're doing it nicely. Shantini, you're good. Others be there. Sarojini, good effort. 1, be there. 2, 3, Tomoko, good. 5, 6, Dushyanti, good. 7, 8, Dushanti, very nice. 9, 10, 11, 12, Tilini, very nice. 14, Anar, good. 15, Kundavi, beautiful. Just take 10 degrees forward. Your posture is perfect, Kundavi. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Sashika, very nice. Akshi, very nice. Sumati, good. Some more come up. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Relax. Good. This is very important for digestive process to have the stomach practices. So sometimes you will see some of us are not able to do it because we have not moved the body according to that. So just observe the practice once again. Yes, Trishanti will now do it again. I'm just pinning Trishanti. Okay, Trishanti, can you do that again? Yeah. Take your specs out. So you can see. Trishanti, can you go back a little bit if you have space? Just go back a little bit if you have space. So that's fine. So you can see the head touches completely. Trishantini Darshan is one of our senior instructor and yoga therapist of Ashtanga Yoga Mandir. So you have to see, the hand has to come out of the head region, which is great. And you have to interlock it. And if you're able to do that, that is wonderful. And slowly, we thank you, Trishanti, very good. And slowly, we should be in a position to do that. Sometimes what happens, due to a certain concerns, we are not able to do that. So what do? So you can do another very important practices to come to that level. So that is how you do. You bring your hands like this, just observe in front of you. Right? The hand is like this. Okay? So the palm faces up. From here, you will turn up. So you have seen the hand front, how it is. The other hand is like this. And you will turn up. Like this. Okay, this all of you all can do. So, just imagine in case if you are finding it difficult, keep a cushion, keep a pillow, keep it like this, keep the hands like this, okay? And then be like that. That's all fine because we need that stretch. So you can keep a pillow, a cushion, or whatever it is, a book, like this. Just keep it. And then just go ahead. Sambhavi, not for you, huh? You don't need. You just do without that. This is people who are finding it difficult only, you need that. Okay, others you should have the very good, right, slowly start. Bring your right hand down, set yourself. All of you all just do that because you can also teach the others also. And then start looking up. 1, 2, 3. Hand is straight, you need to observe the middle finger. 4, 5. Rukshana, make your hand straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Kundavi, can you make your hand straight a little bit upward? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Dayani, can you just try a little bit? 24. Meli, you are doing it beautifully. 25, 26, 27. Good. Ishani, just a little bit you need to do it. And Ishani, I'm not able to see you completely. If you can adjust your screen a little bit, then it's easier. Fine. Now on the other side, slowly come up. Just observe the shoulder regions. And now slowly do it on the other side. Slowly first go down. Just get yourself settled. So, Pradeepa, yeah, make your hands straight up some more. Look up, turn your head. Pradeepa Gunasekara, keep your elbows straight. Don't turn your body. Look up, right, be there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jerry Padmanathan, very good. Keep it going on doing it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Palguni, you need to bring your hands, the down hand towards your leg region. So you'll be more very nice. Perfect. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ishani, your hand is in front, no, Ishani. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Slowly up. Very good. All of you all are doing it very beautifully with full of dedication. Just observe your body. Sometimes, you know, some of you all, if you have not done some yoga practices, even if you have done exercises and if you suddenly, now we have been, I think today is the 8th class or something, when you start doing the practices, you have to know there are certain tissues and nerves which is not activated or is not being used. In each of these yoga practices, we start to activate. When you start to activate, it will say, hi, how are you? My nerve is there. And that will give you a certain feeling of uncomfortable. Just take warm water. If any of you all do not have diabetics or anything, take lemon, honey, and that pain will just go off. Now, just try to do that previous practice and see whether you are able to go down more better. So, these practices, just try to go down, take your hands up, just see whether there is an improvement in your practice. Don't force yourself. So, those who are able to have your cushions, put your cushions on your the forehead to touch your cushions. That is fine. Okay, just assess. Sometimes you will be already doing it very well, but you will see your breath pattern become so perfect. So there are so many wonderful things. Just observe, analyze the progressiveness in your system. Slowly, all of you all come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rangika, bring your hands up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Vidrushika, come up some more. 11, 12. Satya, up. 13. Udeshika, you can easily do it. Tilini, just 10 degrees only. Just bring it towards your head. 14, 15. Asanga, come up some more. 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Chandula, perfect, huh? 27, relax. So it is very important that you need to work on this. So slowly in future classes, we'll be guiding you to some of the very important practices of how to strengthen the whole process. So today, our focus will be on the strengthening of the spine. As you know, all of you know, it is said, if you would seek help, look first into the spine. That was the words of Socrates. In yoga, we have 2 types of age. One is your biological age. You would have been born on a specific date and a month, and then from there to now, it's said as the biological age. You also have something called the actual age. Actual age equals spine flexibility plus mind age. Understood? All of you know Dalai Lama, greatest holiness, greatest holy person. He has certain health issues, small health issues. But he's one of the most dynamic personality who works for nearly 18 hours. In Singapore, the former Prime Minister, Lee Kuan. The Malaysians, the former Prime Minister who retired, was at the age of 96. Very active, spine perfect. Why? Spine plus mind. Mother Teresa, till her last breath, was working so hard. Recently, like that you will see so many personalities, and even in your life you will see in your parents, with so much of health issues, they keep themselves so dynamic, work hard. What has to be done? The spine has to be made stronger. So spine strengthening plus mind strengthening actually gives your age, not the biological age. Keep that always in mind. So we will be introducing you today about the very fundamental ones. Sometimes what happens, in case if you have neglected your spine, then our aging process starts faster. So if you want to revise the aging process, that is a wrong aging. So there are various factors of indications of aging. We're not going to go into that today. But there is something called actual age. People who are in the field of yoga, you will know, there was a great man called B.K. Iyengar. He passed away in the age of 94. Such a dynamic personality. And the tradition of what Ashtanga Yoga Mandir comes from is His Holiness Swami Shivananda Saraswati Maharaj. He was a very huge personality. But what happens? They were able to work tirelessly for nearly about 18 to 20 hours. You have seen in the history, even recently, some of you all will be following of Holiness Satya Sai Baba. A tireless personality. There is nothing called tiredness in them. Yesterday was his Jayanti day. How? Because they focus on some important aspects, spine and mind. Yoga gives you ultimate focus on these two entities. And once you start strengthening your spine, strengthening your mind, and especially when you are able to combine the mind and the spine, that is what is called as the Kundalini Yoga. So when you are able to combine, so sometimes we work with the spine separately, we work with the mind separately. But when you know how to connect these both entities, that becomes the powerful source of energy in the management of aging and all the other related issues. So you will know if you just take your spine has various sections. So you have the cervical spine, you call it, then you have the thoracic, then you have the lumbar, the sacral, the skull and the pelvic. These are the most important regions in your spine region. And these spine, according to the Western medical system, it has around 5 movements, 5 directions of movements. In yoga, we make it into 12 directions of movements. Your body can be made into 12 directions. So today we will be just introducing 1 or 2 of them to know how the movement process works place. So especially if you are only able to work with the basic 5 regions, that's the axial extension, that is the lengthening process, the flexicon, the extension, the lateral flexicon, the axial rotation. These are the major 5 ones. If you are able to do these 5 movement itself, that is wonderful. Even that is what you will see in our therapy department in the Ashtanga Yoga Mandir. When we have the chair yoga for senior citizens, we focus on all these aspects. So sometimes whether you are sitting on the floor or whether you are sitting on the bed or whether you are sitting on the chair is not important in yoga. What is important is whether you are able to move your spine in according to all that movements, and that is what we focus in the chair yoga practices. And as all of you all will be receiving, you all have been receiving the video clips, you will be seeing these entities of those practices. So one of our instructor, Vijayarani, she is specializing in herself, and we have been circulating, and we have a special senior citizens yoga or a chair yoga, which focuses completely. So what is important, never have a mind, oh, I'm old. Especially why I'm telling you, sometimes you may have your parents. Share those clips with you. We have a 7-minute clips of 2 which all have been shared to you. If not, you please text to us. We'll be happy to share it with you again. So what happens is how you bring your spine. Once you bring your spine to a certain position, how your breath works, that's all. Now you did a specific practice, right? You brought your hand up. Were your breath comfortable? Same way, you have to ensure whatever the movements you do, that you come to a movement whether your breath is as normal as how you are. So today we will do certain practices based on the axial extension. So for the axial extension, I think we will all come into standing position. Okay, so basically what does the axial extension means? Movement and the lengthens and that we straighten the spine along the axis. So without having much importance or much impact on the spine, you have. So you have this Tadasana practice. So Tadasana, which all of you already have done, what happens? It is an axial extension of the system. So you have a Vyayama, like for example, in Sukshma Vyayama, which we call as the Yogic Sukshma Vyayama, which has 48 techniques. So in that, one of the very important breathing is this. This is for the axial extension, just observe. So your feet is together, come on, you won't touch. Keep that in mind. So inhale, exhale. So you will see on one side, the hand is like this. So inhale, exhale. It stops. The biceps doesn't touch the ear. Keep that in mind. Okay, now start doing it. So this is, in case if you find uncomfortableness in your standing, please keep your feet apart. There is no problem. Right, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sarojini, you need to tell him to bring the hands down, but you won't touch. Yes. And now come up. 13, 14, 15. The palm should not touch the thigh, but it will come closer to the thigh. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Faster breathing. Inhale, exhale. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It should not touch. 26, 27. Relax. Just observe. So I will show you section by section. So here it stops here. Okay. So this is, so it won't touch. It stops here. So you bring it up, it stops here. Bring it up, it stops here. Bring it up, it stops here. This is how the hand should come down. The next one is, it comes up like this. See, straight. It's not like this. It is not like this. Straight. See, it is not touching, there is a space. So from down, chew. Inhale, exhale. Just do 9 rounds because few of us need certain correction. Keep your eyes closed and do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Relax. And then we are going to do the next practice. So this comes under the Vyayama. You can always do this. So whenever you have any cervical spine related issues, thoracic spine issues, these are the warm-up. So for every aspect, so whether it's a cervical spine, thoracic, lumbar or sacral, in all these rings, there are specific Vyayamas. You can't just do, for example, you have a frozen shoulder, so this region is the pain, so I will do like this. No, you should not do that. You have to ensure that without having a pain, how to do it. And in that, the yoga therapy, the yoga practices, the yogic Vyayamas and the asanas plays a very important role. It has its own science. Now we are going to do the Tadasana. So Tadasana, so you can interlock your fingers and then slowly come into this position. And then slowly down. So each of you would have learned in different ways. So this is one aspect. Take your hands up, down. The other one is inhale up, exhale down. It all depends on the balance. Interlocking needs more balance. For this, you don't need much balance. So inhale, exhale, or interlock, and down. Okay, do according to your capacity. I'm giving you all the options. Just do 15 times slowly. When you go up, inhale. When you go down, exhale. And once you have completed, slowly come to the seated position. So this is one of the most important practices for the axial extension. So we have some more. So there are various practices. So another axial extension, you can just see where you come into the Adho Mukha Svanasana. So you come into this position, observe, and then you come into this position like this, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So here it has different degrees. So I'll get Trishantini to do it again. Where is she? Okay. No, it's okay. I'm not able to find her. Trishantini, if you can raise your palms up. Ah, yeah. Okay. Can you demonstrate that again? Yes, side view. Yeah. So, yes. So you can see. So it all depends how much of level of head movement goes downward. So this is in advanced stage of the axial extension. Different stages are there in the axial extension. Okay, can you go front so that we can see your feet? Yeah. So in early stages, you keep the feet apart. Then later on, we keep the feet together. That's fine. Just be there. So you can see. So this creates the perfect extension in the system. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now all of you all understood? Right. Okay, all of you all start to perform it. So if any of you all have any shoulder pain or anything like that, don't force yourself. So in that case, what you can do is you can just keep your knee down. Just observe. So those people who are finding it difficult, you can do like this. You come like this and do this practice. One, down. One, down. So that some of you all had the cushion now. So give the cushion to the knee region and go ahead with the practice. Right, be there. One, two. So the distance of the palm and the distance of the leg has to be parallel. Very important. 5, 6. Those who can, you can go down and touch the floor. 8, 9, 10, 11, no movement. 12, 13, 14, just breathe in. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Relax. So you should not have any movements. Come to the seated position. And one of the most important thing is that, for example, when you're ever doing an axial extension of the system, is that when you sit, so you can also sit in Vajrasana. Those who are able to sit, you can sit in Vajrasana. So this is Vajrasana. where the legs comes like this is Vajrasana. So how do you do the Vajrasana? So this is bring your right leg and then left leg. So this is Vajrasana or Sukhasana, anything. So when you sit in this position in Vajrasana, I don't do one, I'm just explaining. When you're in the Vajrasana, especially in your axial extension, you need to know whether that enough extension has taken place here and the spine. So what you have to do is basically, especially whenever you are doing any seated asanas, you have to ensure, just push it forward. So there is an extension forward and then up. And how do you know? Basically your neck region, because what happens, we also have a habit of, WhatsApping, typing, and your head is always going down. So one of the most easiest practice, bring your palm in this position. So the fingertips touches your chin. This is your chin, touches and be there. This is in yoga, how we do the axial extension. Okay, understood? Right. So now we will start doing the practices of the creating a small shift. So first, all those who are able to come in Vajrasana, please come into Vajrasana. That is a kneeling posture. Don't force yourself. Whoever wishes, you can be on the chair. There is no problem. Any of you all, you can be in the Sukhasana. That's fine. And now we are just going to do the first extension of the axial extension. So just first keep your head straight. Just adjust your spine. Just see how it is. And now, slowly, bring both your palms together and then slowly touch. So your whole palm should be relaxed over the throat region. That is what is important. It is not that the chin and the touches and there is a space in between the neck and your palm. No, but don't force, huh? Just stretch. Be there. Because this is an effortless, and both the palms are together. Narayananji, your middle finger should be on the middle chin. No, your chin, just look at me. Narayananji, here. So it's here. Very important. Understand? Just be there. I'm not counting because I'm just checking on people. Just be the normal breathing. Patmanji, ensure that you are comfortable. Just bring your palms some more in so that you will feel. Don't force yourself. You are doing it well. Your palm should touch the neck. That is what is important. But the chin is, that the fingertip is on the chin. Viral nunigal mela varakudadu. Now we'll start doing the counting. 1, normal breathing. Just see whether you have any uncomfortableness in the neck region. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You need to adjust a little bit, Melly. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Relax your hands. Now take a deep breath. Inhale and do the Kumbhaka. That is holding the breath. Make your chin to touch the chest. Just observe me. Just observe me. So I take a deep breath. Chin touches the chest if possible. Down. Right. Now all of you, take a deep inhalation. Hold the breath. I'm going ahead with 27 counts, but please don't go ahead till 27 counts. All those who have been practicing yoga is fine. But others, just make yourself comfortable. Please, don't force yourself. Right. Okay. Take a deep inhalation. You need to keep your specs out. Hold the breath and then slowly come forward. Bring your chin. See whether it is able to touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Relax. This is a practice which we do as an axial extension for the neck. Especially in the corporate yoga, people are working a lot. What happens? There is a lot of pressure in your neck region, an imbalance. Just do these 3 rounds. Keep it like this. 27 counts. Take a deep breath. In the beginning, you please start with 12 counts of Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means holding the breath. 15 counts. By 5 days, you can easily hold for 27 counts. Hold it like this. Just do 3 rounds. Do it on a regular basis. You will never have any frozen shoulders or anything, any pain, uncomfortable. Sometimes you will see, we just move our head like this. So much of pain, so much of uneasiness. But it's a very strong entity where the spine and the brain meets. So there is no problem. But still you have uneasiness. So what should you do? You should do these practices. So like this, in yoga, there are various techniques. So in summarizing, so in the whole spinal component out of the 5 regions, today we have been explaining to you that how the axial extension can be done, how you can make that adjustments in your body with such practices. So with these things, we will conclude the sessions, and I hope all of you all are practicing the Surya Namaskar on a regular basis, and you have sufficient time. As I always say, you have something called the travel time. No? We always invest about 1 hour, 1.5 hours on traveling. That hour is now saved for you. So please use that time to do your personal practices for the upliftment. And as I already circulated in the messages, so today is a Saturday, we have another class of this. And for this month, these classes will be coming to a completion. And we have also circulated, we are also taking efforts in doing a very well structured program in all these special techniques called the Arogya Rahasya. We have shared the details with you, where you will be able to learn each of these techniques. Why should we do these techniques? Where you are able to study that in a deeper manner. So if ever you have any questions on the techniques what we have been learning, please send me a text message. I may not respond immediately, but in the course of the day, I will texting to you. And we'll be having our session today evening, our evening class. So those who are free are welcome to come for that, because the more practice. So we utilize this lockdown period to make ourselves more stronger and stronger. That is the basic idea what nature wanted. Nature wanted us to invest more time with our family members. And there are lots of friends and relations whom we have forgotten, or we did not have time. Just reconnect with them. Do all these beautiful things. The life will become very flourishing. We will end the sessions with the prayer. Slowly come to the seated position.
Sahana bhavatu, Sahano bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
So with the prayers, we thank all of you, all our friends. As you know, some of you all are coming with different time zones. In France, I think it is 3 a.m., but still all of you all are coming. And from Azerbaijan, and all the other countries, Canada, Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, all our friends are coming together. It's now so nice that all of you all are coming together with our Sri Lankan time, which is something nice. And we appreciate all our friends from Ashtanga Yoga Mandir, Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center, and all our friends from the different districts also for coming together and utilizing this time to enrich your potentiality. So have a wonderful weekend, enjoy yourself, and God bless you. Thank you.